Hi teacher, today I have the opportunity to talk to you about scarcity. Okay, so the country I chose is South Korea. South Korea faces several threats including a shortage of skilled labor, a decline in its economical active population, and water scarcity, that is my topic. Okay, so first of all, what is scarcity and why does it occur? Scarcity in economics refers to the basic premise that resources are limited, while human wants and needs are unlimited. It means there isn't enough time, money, labor, or raw materials to produce everything people desire. Scarcity forces individuals, businesses, and governments to make choices about how to use resources most efficiently. It occurs because resources like land, water, oil, and even time are finite, but people will always want more goods and services that can be produced with those resources. Then we have why water is scarce in South Korea. So, South Korea faces water scarcity due to a combination of factors including climate change, high population density, and economic development. Um, Obviously, water is a limited natural resource, and the rivers and lakes, as the rivers and lakes in the place. The most of rainfall happens in summer monsoon season, but the rest of the year is dry. And the country, also by its big population and the strong industrial and farming activity which increases water demand. Also, the climate change is also causing more droughts and making rainfall less predictable. The urban growth and pollution make it harder to supply clean water. So, how do they get water, you'll be asking? South Korea primarily gets its water from a combination of surface water sources like rivers and dams and groundwater. Dams and rivers are the main sources, with a significant portion of water use coming from dam-sourced water. The country also utilizes alternative water sources, including wastewater reuse, seawater desalination, and rainwater harvesting, especially in areas with limited access to traditional sources. Okay, so how does the water scarcity affects the country? In South Korea, water scarcity can indirectly lead to increased prices, particularly for agricultural products. While the cost of water itself might not be significantly expensive, drugs and shortages can impact crop yields, leading to higher prices for produce like cabbage, a key ingredient for kimchi. This can strain household budgets, especially during peak kimchi making seasons. Okay, so businesses opportunities and challenge due to the scarcity of water in South Korea. Water scarcity in South Korea significantly impacts various businesses by affecting production, operation, and potentially increasing costs. Climate change exacerbates these issues, leading to more frequently unserved droughts and floods, impacting both water and viability and infrastructure. Okay, so you'll be asking also how does scarcity influences in the prices that we use or we have in the market. So the prices are going to increase in a lot of products and even on the bottled water because it's scarce, and also in the businesses, and it affects the production operation and potentially increases the cost, because if they don't have enough water they have to pay for the water that they have and they need to get some profit from selling it. So they are going to affect the production operation and increasing the cost. And how does it impact the consumers? And it primarily impacts the consumers through potential disruptions in water supply, increased costs, and potential impacts on food prices and availability on it. And finally, the water scarcity in South Korea has significantly influenced government policies by prompting investment in water infrastructure, promoting water conservation, and diversifying water sources. And finally, all the business opportunities, what I mentioned before, it has a lot of it presents both business opportunities and challenges, while the country faces water stress due to high population density, limited water resources, and uneven rainfall distribution. This also creates a demand for innovative solutions in water management and conservation. To conclude, water scarcity in South Korea is a growing concern due to the limited freshwater sources, uneven rainfall, high population density, and increasing demand from agriculture and industry. Climate change makes the situation worse by causing more frequent droughts and unpredictable weather. This scarcity raises water prices, affects business operation, and pushes the government to invest in policies like water recycling, desalination, and conservation efforts. Although it creates challenges, it also opens businesses opportunities in water-saving technologies and eco-friendly solutions, encouraging the country to move toward a more sustainable and efficient use of its water resources. Thanks for your attention.